So, I want to talk about the Suicide Squad movie, which is so freaking awesome. I really enjoyed it. I really freaking enjoyed the Suicide Squad movie. Sorry, I'm kind of just OCD moving my stuff around, opening and closing my door. I apologize. But yeah, the Suicide Squad movie was so good. Way better than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a disaster. I thought it was going to be a disaster. I thought it was going to be really cringe. And in fact, at the very beginning of the movie, really was looking like it was going to be cringe. I don't want to give too many spoilers. Man, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but it is such a good movie. Um, the beginning was really good. The beginning is like this. It's like 20 or 30 minutes of this happening, right? Of you're focused on this, but there's another thing happening underneath, right? It's 20, 30 minutes, and then it just goes, then it just goes for the next hour and a half. You know what I mean? And you're just like scared. Oh my god, is this movie gonna be bad? Is this movie gonna be like stupid? But it wasn't stupid. Suicide Squad was excellent. Um, I think pretty much every actor played their role perfectly. Um, I do think Margot Robbie's New Jersey accent's a little not too convincing, but at the same time, like I bet I'm not from New Jersey, but any one of my accents, my Southern accents, my Australian accents, my British accents, I bet they're not too convincing. I don't want to be too critical, but it wasn't terrible. Wasn't terrible. I think, man, I think I was really, really impressed with John Cena in this movie. I can't even believe I'm saying that. I don't want to compliment John Cena, but no, but he did great though. John Cena, he played his character really good. Um, I don't know. This won't be too much of a spoiler. There are two characters: John Cena's character, Idris Elba's character. They serve very similar roles. There is one scene in the movie that is just so good, so good. I'll call it like the back-to-back scene of the movie. It's basically where you have both John Cena and Idris Elba. They're both being badasses, and no, I'm more badass. No, I'm more badass. I don't think that's too much of spoiler territory, right? That scene is so good. You almost forget this is a DC movie at some points. I believe you see a penis. There's a lot of like throat slitting and man, there's one scene. It's almost. I'm not gonna spoil it too much. It's almost a slasher flick. It's almost like a slasher flick. Don't take your children to see this movie. It is insane. I'm not sure. Okay, with your kids seeing that. Uh, what else? What else? What else? Um, man, there's just so much to say. I feel like I'm gonna take calls. Um, I think I'm gonna take calls. Let me edit the permissions. No, no one can connect. Only I can connect. But you have to wait in one of the other rooms and I'll pull you in. So, is this really... Is this really royalty free? So, what else? I don't know. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Just wanted to make sure everything's up to par with my stream. Um, yeah, Margot Robbie's character. I liked her. Didn't love her. Definitely didn't hate her. Didn't dislike her. She did good. Um, the shark guy. I forget his name. Nanine or something. He had some like Hawaiian name or something. He was really charming character. Poor polka dot guy. I don't think that's too much of spoiler territory. You guys will say that within the first few minutes of meeting him. He's He's troubled, okay? He's a troubled individual, the polka dot guy. I forget his name. Man, there's just so much. It was a good movie. I thought it was just a really good movie. Good acting, solid acting. Good fight stuff. You just want something crazy. It almost satisfies that kind of Quentin Tarantino level of bloodbath. Just it's pretty much a slasher flick, and I love it. Um, this song is called "New Friend" by Never Tell. That's one word with only one L, and Andromeda. Just wanted to credit that. This song was really cool. Wanted to credit that artist. Um, yeah. Not only was the acting good, just maybe except for the very first, not the very very first scene, but one of the first major scenes, when Team One storms the beach. It's one of the first things that happens in the movie. The lighting, it's a little dark. It's hard to really see what's going on. I bet if you were watching it on a TV at home, it'd be very difficult to tell what's happening in this scene. Um, Not too much to complain about. Some of my complaints do get into spoiler territory. So how about this? How about this? If you don't want the Suicide Squad spoiled, don't watch the next minute. I'm gonna talk about spoilers for 1 minute. Here we go. So, I didn't like that when Harley Quinn escapes from being held captive. It's cool that she kills like hundreds of guys, right? But she didn't seem very vengeful, like, fuck you guys for torturing me. Earlier in the movie, John Cena, for no reason, slices a guy, cuts him like 6 times for like no reason. Just could have slit his throat. No, I'm gonna slice you like 6 or 7 times. Harley Quinn couldn't have done that, right? And not only that, another thing that I kind of thought was kind of sucky was Polka Dot Guy. He kind of just dies a short, abrupt death, and we don't mourn him. There are moments where we mourn people we think are dead that aren't dead, right? Why don't we mourn the Polka Dot Guy? Why does he just get squashed by a starfish and then bye bye? I don't know. I thought that was a little sad fate for him. But yeah, spoiler territory over. Spoiler territory over. You can tune back in. Sorry, I don't feel like editing this clip too much, but no, yeah, this movie was really, really good. I highly recommend you all watch the Suicide Squad, especially if you're into action movies, bloodbathy slasher flicks. Um, just good. It's good DC. It's just good DC fun. It's a little one-off. You know what I mean? You don't. It doesn't. It's not important to watch it to understand the intricacies of the DC world. But who cares? Who cares? Good movie. Highly recommend everybody out here. Watch it. There's no reason to really not watch it, except if you're like a young person. Maybe I wouldn't recommend like children watch this movie. Teenagers, whatever. Like they'll probably love this movie. Yeah, kill everyone. Yeah. I don't know. I thought so. I think so. It's cool shit. Oh, this is for the YouTube video. I forgot to do this. I would if I had to give Suicide Squad a number, it would be 8 out of 10. It would be a mother freaking 8 out of 10, my people. 8 out of 10. Okay, it's that freaking good. I don't know if I said that, but I'm gonna put it like to a number. 8 out of 10 on the Suicide Squad movie. This is Germ, did you watch it? The first 30 are cringe, then it gets good, then it gets slow and boring with stupid plot points. I didn't think it was slow and boring. I was following it. I thought it was cool. Well, I mean, I just like to get into things like that. I didn't think it was too much, like Lord of the Rings would be or something. Anyway, 8 out of 10, people.